Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for being here. And if you're old here, well, thank you for sticking around. I probably look really pale and it's because I'm really pale. Without further introduction, let's just get into today's video. So for the longest time, I've been wanting to do a Q&A on my channel. I just honestly never got around to doing it. Anyways, let's get into the Q&A for today's video. So, first and foremost, why did I start YouTube? I didn't start YouTube because I wanted to. I honestly was against starting YouTube. I thought YouTube was people who were funny, people who did makeup, people who were like interesting. And not that I don't think I'm interesting, I actually think I'm really interesting. I just didn't know if what I had to say was important to anybody else. So I was like, well, I don't know. But the person who told me that I should do YouTube was my husband. Me and my husband were gonna do this like a group project. I was gonna film videos because I'm really good in front of a camera. Public speaking is like my thing. Public speaking is basically part of my job. So I was like, well, I'll just film whatever, I don't know what, and my husband can edit the videos. My husband's really good at editing videos. However, I'm really a control freak and we have two different ways of doing things, and I'm super OCD. Like when I want something done my way, I want it done then and there. And I know that's probably not the best like quality to have, but the group project ended up becoming my project because I am a crazy person. But yeah, and that's okay. I say that. My husband would probably be like, no, you know, we just do things differently. He'd probably be so sweet, but really the truth is, I'm a psychopath. So, second part to that is, why did I start YouTube? I started YouTube because I'm about to graduate college and I love what I'm studying, but I don't know how to pertain it to everyday life. I do, but I don't, which I'll answer that in the next question. And so I kind of wanted to have a bunch of different options on what I could do outside of school, what I could do to make money, or just outlets. And honestly, I needed like a passion project because I don't know, kind of like postpartum, I didn't feel like I had something that I was super passionate about. So I was like, well, let's just try YouTube. And honestly, I'm super passionate about it. So it worked out for the best. What is my channel about? Well, that's a freaking great question, and I don't know. My channel is about anything and everything under the sun. Not necessarily, sorry, I got a text message, I need to turn my ringer off. Not necessarily like teach people Spanish, but I just want to help people struggling with like sorry, that beeping noise is so annoying, it's gonna drive me crazy. But I really want to help people who struggle with like intercultural, biracial relationships, because there's a lot of things that happen in relationships and that you argue about that you don't realize is all about your culture and all about the things that you learned from a childhood that you didn't even know someone else didn't know that. So that's what it started being about, and now it's kind of just more of like whatever the hell I want it to be about. It's all culture related though. Like I want to learn about every single thing from every single other country, and that's honestly what I do in my free time. I look up YouTube videos day and night about, okay, what do people in Indonesia do for fun? Or I don't know, what's the population of France? Like I really like to know about other cultures, and I want to find a way to incorporate that in my channel. However, I haven't quite wrapped my finger around what I'm doing. I'll just eat some snacks from those countries until I figure out what the hell I want to do. The second question that I've been getting a lot is, what do I want to do with my life? And I think that's because I've told a lot of people that I'm a poli-sci major, so I'm a political science major. I love talking about politics. I actually went into college wanting to do psychology, and then I changed the first semester of college. Honestly, look, I don't know what I want to do outside of college, but I really want to find a way to help the world and help young people make good decisions. I think my plans after college, maybe actually working in immigration. I would really, really like to work in immigration. I would like to work in immigration reform. I would like to do something in politics, honestly, but I just don't think I would be a politician or the president. Why am I in love with Mexicans? That was a question that I got, and I thought I would address that because that question made me laugh and is not correct. second answer to that, why am I in love with Mexicans? I'm not in love with a Mexican, and I have stated on my channel, I think twice, that I'm for sure of the country where my husband's from. It's not Mexican. I adore Mexicans, and I have many Mexican friends, but my husband is not Mexican. And on the video I did about dating Hispanics, I don't know why everybody said, well, just because your husband's Mexican. He's not. He's Colombian and Venezuelan, but you know, who's asking? And to the first part of the question, why do I love Hispanics so much? I love Hispanics so much because I have never felt like I have fit in anywhere, and this might be like a little emotional or whatever, but I never felt like I had a strong group of friends. From a young age, I had one little best friend. Her name was Yolanda. She was Mexican, and I still keep in touch with her today. Just, you know, our lives went different ways, but she always made me feel, and she always showed me new things. So I always felt like, I don't know, that I had like a place, and she always made me feel like that I was understood. And I have white friends. Don't think I don't. My best friend's white, as I am. But I've always felt like I understand Hispanics on a different level. I don't know what it is. I don't know, call me a beaner lover. I really couldn't care less. I vibe with Hispanics on a different level. So, you know, call it what you want. I don't give a shit. How did I learn Spanish? I don't know if I have said it. I don't know how many times I have said it. If I haven't said it, I don't know. I learned Spanish through my husband, but I genuinely learned watching Netflix, which is why if you watch my other video where I talk about tips and tricks to learn Spanish, I specifically say watch YouTube videos, because I'm telling YouTube videos. Netflix videos, because Netflix literally has everything in subtitles, and Netflix is the shit. Like, watch your Netflix videos. I have been telling you guys from day one that you will literally learn Spanish. You will learn any language just watching Netflix videos. So this is so random, but someone asked me, do I really know French? And this someone went to high school with me, so yes and no. I've taken 7 years of French. Yes, I took 7 years of French. I went to a international baccalaureate school. That's just fancy termage for, you have French and you have Spanish, you can choose one or the other, and you can get like a fancy high school diploma. It's a bunch of BS. I did it anyways. Took French. I do know a lot of French, but I don't have any French friends to like speak French with, and quite frankly, I have too much Spanish in my head now. So even if I were to try to speak French, it would probably come out of Spanish, just because, yeah, I've probably forgotten all that I used to speak, so whatever. Why don't I show pictures of, or why don't I do videos with my daughter? I love my baby to the death of me. But there are some parts of my life that I still want to be private, and especially since I'm not like a humongous YouTuber and my whole life isn't under a microscope, kind of want to keep it that way for a while. I don't know. Maybe one day I will, but right now it's just not like my biggest, I don't know, it's not really on my radar. Kind of want to keep private life private, YouTube life YouTube. Who are your favorite YouTubers? So I don't know if this is controversial, and if it is, sorry, but Jenna Marbles, all time favorite YouTuber. I'm telling you, I would watch her dogs all day long. I would watch her do shitty makeup all day long. There's just, it's not even what she does, it's not even her videos, it's just her as a person. Like, she's so funny, she's so lighthearted, and I know that, like, even though I think Jenna Marbles canceled herself, I don't think anyone was canceling her. Even though it might be like controversial because the blackface, even though if you really were to watch the video, which I did watch the video like 7 years ago, I don't really think it's blackface. But anyways, I understand it might be a little controversial, but all-time favorite YouTuber. The most sincerest person ever, literally took herself off of YouTube because she felt bad about a video she made 7 years ago. A goddess. I love her. So if it's controversial, sorry about it. Would you ever do YouTube full-time? I would. I'm not making any money doing YouTube right now, but I definitely would do YouTube full-time. I actually have a lot of fun editing my videos, and I think it would be really cool to have that like freedom to do everything from home. I would love that. But I think the only thing that might be a drawback for me is I love doing a bunch of different stuff, and I love being outside, and I kind of like having a schedule place to go to. And I don't know, I would definitely do YouTube full-time, but I would need to have a bunch of other hobbies because I might go crazy. I got some other questions, but I don't want this video to get too long, so I might do a part 2. But if you guys want me to answer any other questions in a part 2 video that I might put out, I don't know, maybe the first of the year, who knows. If you want to see a video like that, please let me know. Comment down below any questions you have for me, etc, etc. Bye guys!